I'd like to show you some other things that you can do with pencils. This is a drawing where you use different pencils, different grays and black. You start with black and you have a gray that is very cool, looks nearly blue. A different gray here that is cool, a warm gray. And what we did here, we used a piece of a picture from a magazine or a photocopy, a black and white photocopy. You can stick that whatever you like on your piece of paper and then extend those lines out, and again using this as a reference, but then applying your imagination, creating this picture by just a study of the application of texture, the application of tone with pencils. There's another very simple one here. The student here just picked up a very simple piece of I think it was just one of his drawings that he cut off, and it used a lot of pressure here with one of the 8B pencils, the same here, to create that dark area, and with the same with the spots here, and then a gray on the back. Very simple, but that's how you can study how to work with pencils. And here there's another one. Somebody used a building, but instead of reproducing the building out, this students also use the imagination and different grays to create the study of pencils and lines and textures. This is drawing with the graphite. Graphite is like a pencil, but it's just the graphite. So I did this drawing looking at this jug. It's a beautiful jug from Italy. And I had other things, so I'm trying to draw from observation this time. That means that I'm looking at an object, which is the jug. I had another thing there, it's a little pot that is not here at the moment, but I also have this flower pot here. It's like a jug with some flowers, and we are going to start by just doing the shape in a very sort of loose way. So I'm just establishing what is there. I'm drawing in a very loose way just to establish where the flowers are, and I'm holding this in a very loosey, very sort of floppy way. My hand is very floppy. With this other graphite pencil, I'm going to start applying more details because it's not as soft as the other one that I just used. This is better for details because it's a little bit harder. Architects, as engineers and artists, we just draw things like just to get the idea. We don't need to do a finished drawing if we are outdoors in the country, in the desert, or near the ocean. It's very nice to just be able to draw, to remember actually when you get back home, what have you seen, where have you been. It's a lovely way of doing things. And I'm doing it very sketchy, and I'm trying to do some details, just picking up on those, the flowers got little hairs there, like that. They're hairy flowers. So just getting the essence of those flowers. Or you can do something really minimalist or very simple, simplifying the flowers by doing just the general shape. But I just like to have a little bit more movement. Some of the leaves there, I like that very dark. And I'm applying more pressure to get those a lot darker. So there we go, you see. I won't have time to do the whole drawing, so we have to really do a bit here and a bit there, but it's just to show you how to create the feeling of this drawing. It's red, so I'll do it very loose and very dark here to contrast with this one. You see, you can do different lines with this graphite pencil, pressing hard to get the tone, the darker tone. So if you want at this point, you can use your rubber or your tool and do a little bit of blending You can use the graphite in a flat way like that to create, just to create a background there. This is the same jug, but I have used charcoal pencils to draw this jug, and I just wanted to practice making, probably that was a rock and some textures there, and I have some blendings on the background here with a bit of color there. So any shape like that you like to do, and it's flat. So if you start applying this tone here, you make it darker there because it's sitting this way, and then you go and do it with less pressure, very little pressure there, pressure, more pressure. I use my finger there to stop it. So I'm trying to just to create something that is three-dimensional. I started with a shape, a flat shape, and by doing this shading, I'm creating something that looks, that it has volume. It could be a stone, it could be a shell. Again, blending a bit there, if you like the blending, or you can just leave it as lines. It's nice to blend because it produces a nice, a soft transition. And when you blend, you apply less and less pressure. And if you want to bring back a bit of light there, just use your beautiful kneading eraser. Just I like to have a very hard one, because these also come in hard, medium and soft. So this is a hard one, just to create a little bit of more detail there. And more. You see my textures there? I can control the small textures there by using the hard charcoal pencil. And if I use, I don't think I have a soft, but I got a medium one, I can bring those textures just down here. Now I like to work outside of it and do some background, applying this sort of yellow ochre there on the top, so that will bring a bit of light. And this is sort of like nearly a pink brown blending. You see, you can blend there too. You can blend those colors by just applying on the top of each other there, like that, not pressing hard. And on the other side, I like to do something different because this is sitting here, so I use colors that are darker. Drawing is a wonderful thing.